Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your mid-November 2018 general reading. How are you, Virgo? The sun is out. It's a wonderful day today. Last night was cray-cray. I almost did your reading, but I decided not to because I was like, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and, meditate this out, sage it up, Didn't want to read any more last night. It's like no more craziness. So it's a new day, and the sun is out, and it's beautiful, and you're beautiful, and I'm beautiful. You knew I was going to say that. Just kidding. Or am I? Anywho, we're going to do you guys general energy reading for now into December. So I'm going to use my Chakra Oracle deck to get an overall energy for you guys. Then we're going to go in and see what's going on in your lives right now. Do I hear a phone ringing? Oh, God, that's my neighbors. They're having a party. A little barbecue. It's a song. It's like, I have no landline. What's happening? I was very terrified just now. Anyway, but then we're going to do like a glimpse into your love lives. So we're going to do an overall love energy, and then we're going to use the tarot of sexual magic to look at what you're thinking and feeling, as well as what a person of interest is thinking or feeling, or feeling, not a or. Anyway, then after that, we're going to throw the dice of resonance. So we're going to ask Spirit to give you guys clear and direct guidance for your end of November. I hope the things that you guys find of utmost importance come out in this reading. I'm not going to hope. I'm just going to say that it is dagnabbit son of a gun, because that's what I do. Whoa. Is that 3 cards? I legit think it is. I love when Spirit does that. Thank you, Spirit. Just 3 cards. Okay, so first card for Virgos is Destiny. That's an interesting, I like that card. That's a cute little story. Next is Mysticism. Whoa. That's so funny. One of our friends just texted me, and they were looking at the Taurus video. They were like, what monsters gave you 5 thumbs down? That's funny. Okay, Perseverance is your next card. That's funny. That is hilarious. Where's my little booklet? Dagnabbit son of a gun. Where is it? Oh, there it is. That's funny. What monsters gave you 5 thumbs down? That's so cool. Anywho, yeah, with these stories, I'm not going to lie to you. This one is probably the easiest, Perseverance, but I'm going to read them to you just because I really want you guys to get the gist of it, and I don't want to try to, do a synopsis of it, and my synopsis be horrible, and you're like, what is this lady talking about on some stuff? But anyway, so, for Destiny, story time. I'm going to hold it up while I read. Let's see. Destiny. Black is the shade that demands to be taken seriously, as it absorbs all the colors. Black emits the warm, powerful energy of the protector. Unlike black, white is isolated. Together they balance and create. You will be guided by your angels to what is best for you and all concerned. Where's the other little story? Okay. Together, we are stronger than alone, the legend. Black and white are in heaven, waiting to go back to earth yet again, to complete their work. When they meet and fall in love, they learn that they will not be together on earth. In previous lives, their love was ill-fated. They appeal to the council of great spirits who turn down their request to be together. But the great servant appears and grants their wish. Together, they accomplish greater things than they could have ever done alone. Take a risk, dare to have your life the way you decide. Are you willing to make sacrifices to have what you desire? So some of y'all might be dealing with some twin flame stuff, okay? Because that's, your whole yin and yang, past lives and things of the sort. So that's probably a concern for you guys this month. We have Mysticism. This story, I think I had to read this. Oh, and that's crown chakra. This is third eye. So more or less what's going on right now, guys, I can tell you already. It's intel and information that you're getting from spirit, right? But it's like you sense something and you kind of know something, but you don't really know what to do with it per se, right? But this is intricately related to your sacral chakra, which is like your sexual energy. Oh, this is going to be fun with the sexual magic. Your sexual energy and your creative energy, right? So we're already talking about creation. So with mysticism, this story creeped me out. Story time. Okay, mysticism. A woman named Aubergine. This is a time of trusting in the unknown. You already sense the answer, even if it is not apparent. Do not ask others what they see, for you alone can see into the heart of the matter. Trust your intuitive powers to guide you. So yeah, Spirit telling y'all something, but it's like on a heart level, y'all know what to do, but I think in your practical mind, it doesn't make sense. Mysticism. You are not to know. The legend. A woman named Aubergine, her mom wrong for naming her that, calls on the telephone to confirm that she will be with us tonight. Yet no woman named Aubergine has been invited. Of the 4 invited, 2 are wed and 2 are unknown to each other, a woman and a man. Surely if this mysterious woman were the guest of the man, she would have made it known. A woman approaches. The woman named Aubergine, the woman who will be with us tonight. It is wise to be the observer. Do not respond until you are certain. The unknown is not easy, but it is no longer necessary to fear. Am I ignoring my intuition? You probably are, Virgo. I'm just saying, throwing it out there. I love you. Okay, perseverance. I'm going quick. Perseverance. Okay, this card refers to movement and true feelings. Focus on that which supports you. You may have a heightened emotional state, and this card can inspire or discourage. You are being offered a way to get something back on track. That's interesting. Y'all are like at a crossroads. Ooh, this sounds interesting. What I'm hearing. Okay. Perseverance. Don't quit before the miracle. Shannon's carrot-colored cloak is a gift from a famous stage actress, and she wears it always as a symbol of her own talent. One day, frustrated by the sacrifices she has made in her long pursuit of success, Shannon throws off the cloak and gives up her acting career. The great goddess tries to convince Shannon to put the cloak back on and stay the course, but she doesn't listen. Just around the corner, had she persevered, was great success. When we do our chosen work, we are serving the highest order. If we stop, we upset the universal balance. What you work toward will materialize. You may not see it, but it lies ahead. Aww. This is like the same energy I got for Leo. It's like, so if you got Leo in your chart, I'm talking about you. It's like, it's something in you guys' lives that's like preordained, right? So this could either be a relationship or it could be like your divine calling, right? And you've always fought after this thing because it's like in your spirit, you've always known that it existed, right? So for like a divine purpose kind of thing, it could be like in your spirit, you just knew you were supposed to be whatever. But it's like working at that for years and not being successful at it, and now being at the point where you're starting to feel discouraged and you kind of want to throw in the towel. And yeah, because I said that for a person I picked up in Leo's reading, that, you know, they were doing a lot of stuff and they were ready to just kind of like toss everything away, right? And then for others of you, it could be like a relationship, and like, say if it's somebody like you just know you're supposed to be with them, but it's like stuff just isn't panning out like you hoped it would. You know what I mean? And now it's kind of like, so it probably has some twin flamey stuff. It's probably something like where you're in separation from somebody, and it's like you're kind of losing hope because it's looking like now it's like this is never going to happen. I was, you know, foolish to ever think this, da-da-da-da-da. So that's kind of the space that you guys are in now, going to the end of November into December. But the thing that's important here is, you know, to tap back into what you know and to stay the course, because, you know, you don't want to, like they said, quit before the miracle. That's the reason why I heard him put that Leo reading out, that nabbit son of a gun. But anyway, Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance For my Virgos that I love, earth signs, stand up and what's not or whatever. Clear and direct guidance for Virgos, please, Spirit. Anything that they need to know, anything that is of utmost concern for them in the end of this November, going into December, please, Spirit, I thank you in advance. And what's not or whatever. Get her done. Okay, let's see. Central energy. Oh, challenge. Okay. Okay, Virgo. Interesting. Oh. Aw. That's interesting. Okay, so in our central energy, we have the door to value. So that means that you guys are standing at a good old portal, you know? And after you go through said portal, what lies on the other side but financial and material abundance, right? So that's the space that you guys are in now. So it's more or less like, I feel like this may be an offer that's being made to you. You know, so it could be like a job, and you're on the fence on whether or not you should take it, right? Or it could be any kind of opportunity. It could be a job, it could be a promotion, it could be a myriad of different things. But whatever the case may be, on the other side of this, it's lucrative for you. But the challenge that we have here, the community card, is the question of if this is in alignment with me or not. Because this is a card that talks about, like, kindred spirits, like finding your tribe and things of the sort. So with this being something that's blocking you, right? It's more or less looking to me of, it's, how do I want to say this? I'm hearing crisis of conscience. So I don't know what the offer is about, but I mean, it's more or less a question of picking sides almost. So an example of this would be like, say if you were with a company for like, I don't know, 10, 15 years, right? And say it was like a startup company, and you've been with these people since the company started, and you feel like, you know, you were gonna, you know, stick it out till the wheels fall off. But now somebody's seen how good your work is, and now they're willing to offer you like a really dope position. But that means you have to leave everybody behind, right? So it's a question, like a crisis of conscience of, I have this offer, and this is legit, like, going to make my life amazing. Like, it's a lot of money. It's kind of a better environment, so on and so forth, because it's kind of more ritzy versus, like, history that you have, right? So that is a difficult decision to make. You know what I mean? And I also think it's a part of you that doesn't want to hurt anyone. So it's kind of like, you don't want to hurt yourself and not take the opportunity because you feel like you'd have a little bit of FOMO, right? For those of you who don't know what that is, that's fear of missing out. I learned that from my little sister. Anyway. And then it's like with the company that you would be with, right? It's like you wouldn't want to leave them because it would hurt them because it's like almost like being abandoned. So it's this thing of what should I do, right? So the thing that's heavily on your mind is really like what's best for you. What's like being torn between what's best for you and what's best for others, in other words, right? But in your past influence, a new cycle has started in your life, right? So you're in a yin cycle. So this is a time when you're supposed to be kind of sitting back, not mulling over things, but, you know, meditating on things, trying to figure out what's in alignment with you. What do I want? What's in my highest good? And what I want my life to look like going forward, right? So I feel like this opportunity probably came once this cycle shifted. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like a fresh energy kind of came out. But I just really think you guys need to think on it. You know what I'm saying? Because underneath it all, wait, I don't even know if I showed y'all the cards or not. Did I? That's your past influence. This is what's before you. This is what's above you. I always forget if I show them or not. I don't know. And this is what's below you. So the whole thing is, yeah, man, it's like y'all are, it's like being at a crossroads legit, but in the immediate future, that's my damsel in distress. That's not really in distress card. It's feeling as if, oh, I don't know what to do. Oh my God, it's so hard. But it's like, no, you're not really trapped on some stuff. And okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Spirit. So, truth be told, that's why that's there. It's just so funny. So the reason why you're not really trapped, right? Because part of you is thinking more about other people than you're thinking about your own happiness, right? So the reason why you're tied, bound, you know, is because you're not listening to your intuition. That's really what it's about. It's like, this is a tough decision because that is a crisis of conscience. Like that's a huge moral dilemma. You know what I'm saying? Of what's best for me, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, what's best for me and how is that going to affect everyone else? So that's understandable. But the thing is that if you tuned into your intuition, like with your overall energy, it's saying that it's like you already know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost a sense of like, you already know because like it's preordained. So I guess it's like if you would try to understand like the philosophical concept of like predestination or like fate or things of the sort, it's not so much that we're out of control of our lives, right? Because if we go back to the destiny card, right? So if we talk about like past life relationships, soul contracts, all of that stuff. If we were to talk about the philosophical concept of predestination and like fate and things of that caliber, this would be suggesting that it's not as if someone outside of you, like an authority figure, wrote out the pages of your life and gave it to you and you're at the will of what's happening. This would suggest that like our inner knowingness, right, comes from the fact that you know this already. You're just remembering what you know. You feel me? So it's kind of like how it is in this card, you know? Before everybody incarnated, we were in the boardroom, you know, we were sitting down at the table and everybody was like trying to figure out what they was going to do, you know, and the next little wave of people coming through. And you wrote out all of this little stuff of what you were going to do and who you were going to encounter, you know what I'm saying? Your karmic partners and your soul mates and things of the sort. And the destiny card, this is like a twin flame situation, but apparently every life before this one, they was ill-fated lovers. That means they was just effing each other's lives up, okay? Just hurting people like some Bonnie and Clyde type of stuff, you know, maybe? It's like last life, y'all was Bonnie and Clyde, and y'all was just like reckless. I don't know if we're gonna let y'all go back together this time, right? But it's the simple case of almost like being in cahoots with every person you encounter in this life. And the challenge is remembering what you know. And that's why you have that knowingness. It's like when you meet someone and it's just like, I just knew. You know what I'm saying? I just knew we were going to be best friends when I first met you. You know what I'm saying? Or I just knew that was going to be my wife. Or I just knew that was going to be my husband. And it's because the higher self does know. It's like the humans trying to remember what the higher self knows. Don't know why I had to go off on that tangent, but throwing that out there. So the whole thing is like, if you think about the Lover's card, that's like the place that y'all are in right now. It's like, it's a head or heart decision. And by heart, it's more or less like spirit. You know what I'm saying? It's what's good. Your head is like, what's the ego? What's good for everybody else in the external world and what other people think. And heart is like spirit. Like, what does my soul know to be true? Right? So that's really what the dilemma is now. But the whole thing that I'm seeing is, because I was about to clarify this, but I really don't feel like I need to. It's like this shift that has happened, it's a big spiritual shift and it's kind of brought you guys to a higher level of awareness. So this is kind of working your intuitive muscles. If you were very honest with yourself, you would know what it is you need to do because of the options you have. One of them just resonates so much deeper than the other option. The other option is the safe option or the smart option or the should, ought, supposed to option, right? But there's a part in your heart where you know that you know that you know that you know that you know, right? And I feel like it's because it's like a karmic contract type of thing. But it's almost to me that you're, and this is going to get kind of heavy because I felt that. It's almost like the dilemma that you guys are really standing at is the fact that you know, like, the time clock has run out on living as the false identity. So it's almost like a part of you has always known who and what you are, but just never wanted to admit it to yourself. So it's kind of like how I say in my book. It's like you're playing hide and seek with yourself, right? But it's like a part of you just has this knowingness and this understanding with things that you may not understand, but somehow you just know. So the true dilemma is, do I step into what's real and authentic, or do I continue with the life that I've created for myself, right? But the little nudge about this, which is important, is that on the other side of this portal, you know, it makes me think of Mission Impossible. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, it's abundant. You know what I'm saying? It's happiness. It's alignment. It's wealth. It's every good thing. And I think it's because you're going to be operating from an authentic space. And whoa, 6 and 9, that's 22, 7, 5. Oh, wow, this is some dog. Wow. I'm sorry, y'all. This is cray-cray. This is insane. Look at this. I just realized this. Right? So this is the card that's above you. That's the 6 card. This is what's below you. Is the 9 card. If you really paid attention to my book, you would notice that I have series of 6s and 9s and 3s, and there's a reason. You know? It's the 3-6-9 principle that was written by Nikola Tesla. And that principle is literally in our faces every day, but we don't notice it. It's like some sacred geometry type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it's like it comes out a lot in tarot if you use numerology to reduce the numbers. So this is legit like a dark night of the soul, right? Like going into the basement. Because I'm even looking at, you guys have the 22, you reduce that, that's 4. Your central energy, you have 31, you reduce that, that's 4. You know what I'm saying? Then we have 7. We have 23, you reduce that, that's 5. So that's another major change. That is insanity. That is so crazy to me, dog. That is so crazy to me. Because it's like a 180-degree turn. And that's like what it is. It's like the need to, like 6 being like a number of balance, right? It's going into oneself, right? Descending into the basement to see the truth about everything, you know? So it's like descending to ascend, right? Which makes you make a 180-degree turn, which turns a 6 into a 9, you know? And the 9 being the Hermit card. This is so gangster. And then 6 in Tarot's Lovers. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm having a moment. This is very interesting. This reading is very spiritual. I'm just going to say that, because y'all who don't know what I'm talking about is like, what is this lady talking about? But, dog, this is really serious. This is legit. Like, when they talk about the moral dilemma of the lovers, this is that. This is you choosing your authenticity or your false life. Like, this is soul versus ego. Legit. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys may have been feeling really dark lately because it's like a dark night of the soul energy. And when you go through that, it's like, kind of like the energy I was feeling last night. Like, feeling like just giving up on life is how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Because it can even feel like the equivalent of being in the dark. It's like being in a dark room. And that's like what one of my friends told me last night. He was like, dog, he's like, I feel like I'm locked in a dark room. And I'm trying to find the door. And I can't see. I don't know how to get out, right? Because it's almost like a proverbial death. in a sense. I don't know how Virgo's reading is getting so deep, y'all. Man, it's like a proverbial death. Because, and what I told my my homeboy was, I was like, dude, I said, I went through that. But it's like, when I was going through, like, my dark night of the soul, I experienced it in, like, well, not that I experienced the whole thing in a dream state, but it's like, at my wrap-up, it was, I was in a dream state. I'm about to show y'all. I was, like, in this dream state. I don't want to show y'all my butt. Oh, good Lord. Ow. Okay. I almost fell. Ow. So, anywho, I was in this dream state, and I was in a dark room, and I was scared. I didn't know what to do. But I kept hearing this dude that was telling me to sit down. And I was like, excuse you. It was like, sit down, right? So, if you guys have known me for any length of time, you know that I have a special relationship with Yeshua / Jesus, or whatever it is you want to call the avatar, the Christ archetype. But in this dream, it's him standing in front of me, and he's like, I realized it was him because he is always in my dreams. It's my road dog. But anyway, so he tells me to sit down, and I was like, dude, I can't see. And he was like, trust me, just sit down. I was like, bruh, it's dark in here. I can't see nothing. I'm not about to sit down, right? So he was like, trust me, sit down, right? So as soon as he says that, I have like an intuitive vision of this wooden chair that's directly behind me. And I somehow knew I just needed to take 2 steps back and sit, and I'd be there, right? So I'm like holding on to his arms like this, and he's like leading me back 2 steps, and I sat down, right? And when I sat down, I felt a sense of peace, and he said that all you ever had to do was sit down inside of yourself, right? Now, I didn't know what the heck that meant when I woke up, but the next day, I went to Barnes & Noble. And when I was walking down an aisle, this book was on the floor, and that's the chair that I was told to sit in. That's like, I saw that intuitively. So when I saw this book on the floor, I completely freaked out. And the book says, remember, be here now, right? All you had to do was sit down inside of yourself. In so many words, meaning allowing your higher self to come down, right? It's the seat of your soul, right? So that darkness that a lot of people were feeling last night is that experience, right? It's like your higher self wanting to come down and express itself through your personality. And it literally feels like death, because it's a death of the false self in an energetic sense. It's realizing that everything... Oh, that's interesting. So, split the deck. That's what we got. You know? Got your little false self going on there. And since this is in reverse, we're going to say disengagement. So, in so many words, it is like a mini death, but it's a death of the false self. An awakening to your truth. Remembering who you really are. You know what I'm saying? And that's difficult. Because I feel like the more intertwined into your life, and I've said this in a reading earlier this month about, like, I think it was somebody's crosswatcher. And they were very intertwined into the false self. It's like, it's very painful. Like, I'm being real with you. Like, this is, like, they talk about midlife and quarter-life crisis. Like, the dark night of the soul is literally a test of wills. You know what I'm saying? Because what you experience during that time, dog, like, it is so real. It will make you want to quit life. It will make you question everything. What am I here for? What is the purpose of all of this? Like, what is the significance of all of the suffering? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I really happy? Like, is this all that there is? I don't know why y'all reading is getting so deep, Virgo, but geez. You're in good company, man. I know what that's like. But whatever the case may be, the thing that I want to encourage you for is like... And I have to stress that on a heart level, you already know. You just don't trust yourself because the path that you sense in your heart that you should take sounds asinine. You know what I'm saying? It sounds so completely out of the norm that's what scares you. But I feel like on a heart level, y'all already know. Like you always knew there was something just different about you or more to you, or you know what I'm saying? That there was more to life or something of the sort. But it's literally a test between yourself, you know, your false self and your authentic self. But I feel like when it comes to this decision that's being given to you guys, on a core level, you already know the answer. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know the specifics of it, but whatever dilemma that you're facing, you already know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Come get woke. I wonder if you're... Oh, that makes me think. Is that a dog? Anyway, sorry, I'm nosy. But anyway, this makes me think about, like, with Leo's reading, since this sounds a lot like Leo's reading, like, that makes me wonder if, y'all are Leo's woke bae. Are you Leo's woke bae? Still getting woke? Waking up? Whatever. So, the 3 cards that we have for your overall love energy, and then we're going to pull 2 cards for you as well as your person of interest to look at what you guys are thinking and feeling. And I hope I didn't talk you to death. I hope that this information was helpful to you. I believe it was. But you know, that's just me. Anyway, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Next, we have past life relationship. Dog, see these cards, bro? I need y'all to understand. See these cards, bruh? You understand me? You hear me? Dog, let me tell you something. Y'all in a twin flame union. Or whatever you want to call it. Because see this right here? The cards don't lie. Okay? The cards don't lie. Freaking past life relationship. We got our little destiny with our little yin and yang. Got our little yin and yang right here. We have contract like sun. We got our 6s and our 9s. We got Nikola Tesla in this piece. You heard me? I'm going to stop. I'm just so excited for y'all right now. Dog, this is real. This is legit. Like, let me tell you something. I don't know why. Well, at least y'all reading it's long, but it's positive, dagnabbit son of a gun. But the whole thing is, dude, look. We're going through a major shift. Twin flame unions are so much bigger than you just having somebody to make googly eyes at. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about people who are freaking change agents, iconoclasts, who are coming to raise the overall consciousness of humanity. There's work to be done, right? This is so much bigger than you having someone to just canoodle with, right? So all of this energy that's shifting, it's like how I said last night. I said the energy I felt, because part of it that I felt was like suicide, right? I felt that heavily last night. But prior to that, when I was like talking to all my subbies, I was like, dog, I said, if I were to describe the equivalent of what I'm feeling energetically, I said it's like the judgment card. And you think about the rapture, hashtag Kirk Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Left behind on some stuff, right? So it's almost like I said, if you think about the mass hysteria that would be going on if the rapture were to literally happen, you got dead people coming out their graves. You know what I'm saying? You driving in a car with somebody, they disappear and their clothes just left on some stuff. Like, it would be pandemonium. That's what it feels like in the spirit to me. So it's almost like a tower moment that happens where if you didn't use your intuition to where, like, say if you were in like a karmic relationship, right? And say, like, if you were in tune and spirit was like, time to go, and you was like, all right, and you left. You dodged the tower because you got the intel, you acted on it, and you moved. Then there's some of us who got the intel, didn't know what it mean, thought it was a little bit of doubt. I'm tripping. I'm a hold on. This is definitely my twin, blah, 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 blah. And then bam, the tower happens. So I think that's all the expose energy that I was getting last night. It's like stuff came out that put the nail in the coffin on relationships to the point, and even like jobs and stuff too. The nail was put in the coffin so much that this cannot be resurrected. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's game over. Like, there's no looking back at this point. And I think, like, that's where that heartbreaking energy is coming from. Because it's like something shifted, and it's like, it's a done deal. You know what I'm saying? There's no going back on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, like, one of my clients said that she knew the only thing that would ever stop her from going back to her karmic partner, right, was if he had a kid. And she said that's the only way I would never, ever go back. That happened, right? So it's stuff that's happening like that. Because the thing that I'm really sensing, like, in real talk, dude, which is why I'm so glad of the updates, like, y'all, if y'all thought Mother F Twin Flames was good last time, when y'all see this new version, son, man, let me tell you something. When we talk about false twins, like how I talked about toxic twins in the book, you have no idea, dog. Like, I think a lot of people who thought they knew who their twin flame was are finding out that that wasn't it. That was a karmic partner. Like, we know what that is now. And it's like, it's a whole nother thing that's shifting and happening, and people's lives are aligning now. But legit, like, this is something that's preordained on a deep level. You know it. I say all of that to say this. You already know what's up, dog. So, do your thing. Anywho, express your love. It's a whole lot of expression. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. So we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Past life relationship. You have known each other before and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, yeah. Do your thug thizzle for shizzle. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop talking, y'all. I hope you guys enjoy all of this information. That's what's up. Like, this dude. This is a divine reading. Like, I'm not even joking. There's no question about that. That's crazy. That is so crazy. So I'm going to pick 2 cards, 2 for Virgos and 2 for a person of interest. And we're going to look at what you're thinking as well as what they're thinking. Y'all reading on fleek, Virgo. I don't even care that it's long on some stuff, man. This was hot in the streets right now. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. You know? Anywho, what Virgo is thinking. Oh, man, I felt this, dog. This is so interesting. It's the 8 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So this is a card talking about indifference. So you ain't indifferent no more. You know what I'm saying? And this has been coming up for a lot of people. I think that might have came up with Leo, too. Y'all really need to go watch this Leo reading, bro. Anyway, but indifference in reverse. So it's like you guys being in like a passive, indifferent state, like not really caring one way or the other. But I feel like this whole little energetic debacle that's manifested, I feel like that's made it clear for you. You know what I'm saying? Tuning into your intuition and seeing the truth about this matter. Now, when we look at what you're feeling, that's 2 8s, dog. Y'all gonna stop playing with me with these numbers. The 8 of Chalices in reverse. Look at this dude. He's like, oh, man, that's interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. It's not. So, I said this in somebody else's reading. Okay, Spirit, give me the words again. You know what to do, but you're not doing it. I think that was for the crosswatcher for Capricorn. You know what you need to do, but you're not doing it. Right? That's what I'm seeing with this 8 of Cups in reverse. It's like, because with the 8 of Cups, it's like you're making like, you put a lot of energy into something, like you invested into something, right? And regardless of how much you've invested in, it's like you're deciding to pretty much like walk away from it, right? But it's like passive indifference. I know that I don't want to be here. Like, I know this isn't what I want. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still not going anywhere. So I know what I need to do, but I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, y'all, what is really going on? But the thing is like, it's a need to all tied up. This is so okay. You, all right. Let me tell you something, boo. You know what the deal is. Like, you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm just going to say that you're scared, Virgo. Because this is like, this to me, looking at these two in reverse, that's making me think of this. Like I said, damsel in distress is not really in distress. It's like, you're not getting anything out of this anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not really happy here. And it's almost like there's nothing that the person can really do to shift anything. It's like you've checked out. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost as if like, how can I put it? It's kind of sad, I guess. Like, it's like there's nothing that a person can do to fix this. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship, it's like you go through so much with the person to the point where it's like you could forgive a person, but it's like, I just can't ever get back there with you. You know what I'm saying? So almost if a person could hurt you so much that it's just like, I try, but it's like, I just can't connect with you on that level. And it's almost like no matter what they do, like if they buy you stuff, if they say they love you, if they promise to never do it again, it's like none of those things are good enough, right? So you know this in your thoughts and in your feelings, but you're still not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost, I guess, like, because I mean, it could be that you're married. It could be like an obligation like that. Like, you know that your heart isn't here anymore on some stuff and that you need to move on, but you're just not. You know? And I don't know if maybe that's because you think, and I don't think this is for everybody, but it could be because you think, like, say if you subscribe to the whole Twinflame thing, like, you know how I said, like, us finding out that who we thought was twins really wasn't twins. It's like maybe you think you're supposed to stick it out even though, like, this is, like, being, like, emotionally starved, like, being, like, emaciated in emotions. So even though you're not happy, it's like you're not going anywhere because it's like an obligation. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. So kind of going back to what I said in the beginning. God, y'all reading is long. Whatever, y'all need this information. Dang nabbit son of a gun. So it's related to should, oughts, and supposed tos. So that's that moral dilemma, the crisis of conscience. This is what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But you're like dead inside. Real talk. It's like you're not even here. So it goes back to, like I said, like that's kind of the vibe I got with the person that was, the person of interest for Capricorn was, I know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that could have a lot to do with fear. But I mean, a part of that's kind of unfair too, dog, because it's like, if you're connected with a person and you know you don't love them anymore, it's like, and dude, see what I'm talking, like, this reading is like so on point, it's spooking me out even. Like, look at how this dude looks, okay? Like, he's all like, I'm not even here. And this chick is like trying to engage with him and stuff. So it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's like the person that y'all are with is thinking that, you know, like say if you gave them like a second chance on some stuff and like tried to start over, it's almost like nothing they can do is right because your heart just isn't there anymore. It's like they hurt you too much on some stuff. So even if they're doing everything right, you're just kind of not there. You're just there out of obligation, literally, which is not what's hot in the streets, because that's kind of messed up because the person is connected to you, but you're not. So it's kind of like they're trying in vain. And I feel like that's kind of unfair to both of you guys to do that to each other because you're holding each other back from something that would be more in alignment with both of you, which is reminding me of Cancer's reading from last month. Where, because they were in the same situation. They were in a situation that was past its expiration date, but they were still holding on for dear life out of fear. So if you got Cancer in your chart, you might want to check that out too. But they were holding on for dear life. And And it's like they were stagnating, like both of the partners' lives were stagnating. And both of them, if they would let this go, both of them had things that Spirit was holding for them on the other side of them ending this relationship. But it's like their lives were degrading because they were too afraid to leave the relationship. Man, what is really going on? So anyway, I don't want to keep y'all here forever. 45 minutes. Thank you for still being here. So your crosswatcher. And their thought space is the Three of Cups. Oh, man. Oh, man. But it's in reverse. Oh. Oh. And this, oh, y'all. Not y'all too, Virgo. Oh, damn. Okay. And their feeling space, they're the Magician in reverse. Wow. Oh. Oh. Why, Jesus? Oh, no. Dog. I'm going to tell you a secret. Because I should probably be honest about this. Oh, Leo. Let me tell you something. Do y'all remember when I put the Leo reading up that was like, they put a spell on you and it involves Cancer? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be real with you, okay? I'm just going to expose it all because we telling the truth. I'm just going to tell the truth about everything, okay? So y'all know all them energies between Cancer and Leo and stuff that's been going on back and forth and stuff, right? It also includes Virgo. I didn't want to believe that it included Virgo. There is a reading that I did. I don't even think I still have it because my best friend literally told me, she said, since the time has passed, she was like, you should just post it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was so disturbed by that Virgo reading because it's somebody's doing spell work, right? So the whole thing is, I don't know who it is because the thing I noticed since I've been doing these readings for the last 2-3 months, I can't pinpoint who it is. Like, I don't know if it's the Leo that's doing it. I don't know if it's the Virgo that's doing it. I don't know if it's the Cancer that's doing it, right? But, or if this person, with whoever's doing it, has that in their chart and is also dealing with someone that has that in their chart. But the whole thing is, bruh, like, it's like, okay, the way that it's coming out on my table now, it's like, it looks like Virgo is attached to this person. The reading that I did for Virgo like a month or two ago, it's like every card I pulled, and I don't think I've ever done a reading where it was this, because the reading was like an hour long. And I'm pulling cards from different decks and like the same cards are coming up. And I was just like, bruh, I felt so icky with that I was like, I don't even want to fool with this. I was like, this reading is so negative. I was like, I don't even want to put this on my channel because that's literally like how dark and negative that energy was. I didn't even want to funk up anybody's space with that, which is why I didn't post it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I still have it on my computer. I'd have to look for it and see. But the thing that I'm seeing is, like, between these people, Cancer, Virgo, and Leo, right? The whole thing is that y'all are, like I said, I don't know who it is. It's one of y'all. But the whole framework is that it's two people that are, like, married, right? Or they have, like, a kid or children together, whatever. But it's two people who are married or they're so stuck with each other where there's money involved or something. Somebody has, like, some type of power over someone, right? So the key is that one person has this big epiphany, this awakening, right? Like the spiritual shift. And they realize that this relationship isn't for them anymore, right? Now, the other person is somewhat spiritually inclined too, but they're working out of their lower vibration, right? So they're very conniving, very manipulative, very controlling. Their mentality is like, I'll be damned if you leave me, right? So this may be a person who never even fooled with candle burning or, any type of spells or anything of the sort. They could have never fooled with that before. Or they probably been fooling with this stuff the entire time you knew them and you just never knew that. Or they know someone who does, right? Like they know some type of little shaman, spiritualist person and has a close enough relationship to them to where... Because I thought this is so strange to think about a person who's like, I know what I should do, but it's almost like you're too scared to choose yourself. Because it's like a fear. So I've been seeing this for 3 months, right? And this is kind of coming to a head here with you guys. So like I said, y'all know I read for both people. So it can go either or. So I don't know if it's coming out this way. So I don't know if it's Virgo that's doing that, or if it's the other person doing it to Virgo. But it's coming out like this because I'm speaking to two people. I'm speaking to the actual sign, and I know the people that crosswatch it, right? But I say all of that to say that this person with dog, this is some crazy stuff, bruh. This person is connecting to Virgo, right? It's literally, like I said, I'll be damned if they leave on some stuff. Like, they know it's time for them to go. They know that they're not meaning them any good, right? But they're literally doing whatever it is they possibly can to keep this person bound. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's like we have all tied up. We got our little magician in reverse. We got the 3 of Cups in reverse, which makes me look at the community card, right? This being a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And this is almost like, to me, how I'm seeing this. Because the door to value is blocked by this. Okay? We think about the magician being like a grounded energy, and we have a person that's in a red dress, right? You have these two people that are more similar. This is the oddball. You think about harp music. What does harp music do? It puts you in a trance. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get lulled away. So it's almost as if there's a partner of Virgo that knows that they're supposed to be with someone else. Hence, like, our 3 of Cups in reverse, your little third party situation, right? So they know that they really want to be with someone else, that they're in love with someone else, but it's like, I'll be damned if you do. So it's manipulating the person's energy by binding them. You know what I'm saying? And there's a myriad of ways that you can do that. Like, and it's, if you're, like, say if you guys were, like, in a dark energy, you know what I'm saying? And it's, like, almost like inescapable dark thoughts, like what I was feeling last night. Like, that's when people are playing with your energy. Like, because you could feel like, you're having a really good day and all of a sudden your energy just gets sucked out. Okay, that's really weird with the sun coming like that. It's really strange. But anyway, but all of a sudden it's like your energy just gets sucked dry. You know what I'm saying? This person is legit doing something. I don't know what they're doing. Because I don't practice Santeria. Don't need no crystal ball. Okay, sorry. I just felt like that was appropriate. Cut the tension. But anyway, nah, dog. Like, somebody is trying to prevent you from moving on. And I think that's why, because you may be questioning yourself of like, why am I not happy here and I can't leave? And it's almost because you're bound, right? If we go back to like how I was telling you guys with the 6 and the 9, right? If we go back to this, I feel like this is like a whole tarot class. Because I'm about to show you something. I talked about this in the book too. It's like, I'm going to show you an illustration of what this shift looks like. Because if you've ever paid attention, the Devil card, right, and the Lover's card are the same card, right? It's just the people are in different states, right? So you could look at it as like, being bound to a lower vibrational energy and like a higher vibrational energy, right? I don't know why this is turned into a whole tarot class for y'all, Virgo. But I feel like I always say my ride or die is y'all about this life. Y'all got y'all notebooks out. Y'all ain't playing games right now, straight up. Oh, wow, dog. That's... Because I'm seeing something in this, too. Bruh, I'm going to stop this reading here, because this is like, I'm getting too much in y'all business. I don't want no parts of this. God damn it. Son of a gun. Where's my devil card? Of course, it's like the very last card. Okay, so look. This is the devil card. This is the lover's card, right? And you notice the similarities. This is number 15. If you reduce that numerologically, cannot talk right now, it's a 6, right? So these are two sides of the same coin. When we talk about a karmic partner and a twin flame, this is what a false twin flame would look like. This is what a real twin flame would look like. This keeps you stuck in bondage. It's very sexually oriented. It's very passion driven. It's degrading. It's binding. You know, it takes away from you more than it adds to you, right? But this is more uplifting. This is something that's more in alignment. It's something that's more spirit focused, something that's more uplifting, right? Something that's more balanced. You feel what I'm saying? Two sides of the same coin. So 6 and 6. You feel me? So this is more or less the contract that's happening here. Right? It's like one ending and one beginning. But it's like this is what's happening behind the scenes, but you can't see that, right? So how do you see it? You do, like I said, that 180-degree turn, that descending into the hermit, right? To shine light on the devil with your intuition. You know what I'm saying? So the little cards and stuff that y'all got up here, listening to spirit, you shine the light of your intuition, the truth on this situation to see it what it is, right? And even this, again, binding energy, things that are keeping you stuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like not wanting you to be free. It's shining the light on that to see the truth about the situation, right? Because you're going to descend, shine a light to ascend to this. You feel me? But this person knows this. That's why I say, the person that you're dealing with, they may seem like they're not spiritual, but they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I mean, most people who do, you know, that kind of work really don't be exposing themselves like that on some stuff. So, yeah, dog, they're doing some work, and keeping you stuck where you can't leave. I know I'm supposed to, but I can't. And I saw this, which is the same card as this in reverse. But the thing that I saw is you left before, but this is why you were able to come back. Because this person, they took something. They took hair. They took something. They left something in your house or something. You know what I'm saying? That's how this is happening. I don't want to freak you out, but I'm just saying. Real talk, this is not a game. This is not a joke. This is really happening. But I feel like I've had this conversation with a lot of people already. So my subbies who resonate with this, y'all know what I'm talking about. Because ever since I posted that, I've been having conversations with people who've known that this has been going on. But this is very much like the Leo reading in the fact that even though the person over there was using more manipulation, you know what I'm saying? It's just this whole thing of not wanting to see you happy. This is very much linked to the Leo reading. Because Leo had a person who was coming back and using the kids to try to mess with them. Because they know that they're moving on. And they don't want to see the person happy. So they're coming in and trying to guilt trip the person with things that they know, like those should, oughts, and supposed to's, to prevent them from going to the next level. So I'm just letting you know straight up. Whoever this is, this person, it's like they're trying to block you from the person you're really supposed to be with. And hopefully, if you didn't know already, this gave you some insight on that. This long-ass reading. It's a new day. But I like this energy. I could expose with this energy. It's sunshine energy, dagnabbit son of a gun. But anyway, ask your yes or no question, because I'm going to throw out the dice of resonance. But dog, yeah, this is real. So y'all at the crossroads. Y'all are at the lovers right now. You know? Tune into your intuition to see the truth about this. Because your signifier is the fact that you ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? You know you're not. Real talk. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Just thinking about if you add up 8 and 8 at 16, and you reduce that to 7, and then that takes us back to the community card, and that's the chariot. Haul ass! Just kidding. Okay. We have, oh God. We have Virgo, Pisces, crush. We have rising, and the answer is no. So I don't know which ass that be. So Virgo, Pisces, crush, rising sign, and no. So Virgo, it's been nice hanging out with you for an hour. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about this. I'm sure you guys are going to have a lot that you're thinking about with this and whatnot or whatever. But, yeah. Holla at your girl. If you up in here, you might need to holla at me for a reading, son. I'm just saying, because this is a lot going on. I love your face. Sun is on fleek, huh? Hashtag sun card. I love your face. Deuces.